Hello all, this is Anupama Zavargi here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you all a visualization technique known as mental rehearsal. This technique is very useful for athletes. Actually, it has been used by athletes since the 1960s. And actually, Russian scientists did a research on this technique. So what they did was they divided their Olympic players into four groups. So the first group they did 100% physical training. Then the second group was 75% physical and 25% mental training, like this visualization. The third group was they did 50-50. So 50 mental and 50 was this mental technique, and 50 was physical. The fourth group was 25 physical training and 75% was just mental training. So, and then they compared the results. So what they realize, we think, okay, if it's athletes, then it has to be either who performed the best. So it has to be the first one who were like 100% physical, or it could be, 75 and 25, 75% physical and 25% mental training. But they were really surprised that the group that did the best was the ones who did 25% of physical training and 75% of mental training. So after this, technique of doing a mental rehearsal became really popular all over the world. So now you must be thinking, I'm not an athlete. What am I going to do with this technique? But this is a technique that you can use for any of your life goals. And not just your goals. In terms of, you can use them for your emotional goals as well. So this is a very simple technique. Basically, the benefits of visualization and the science behind visualization, those two topics I have already covered previously. So I'm going to pin those videos in the comments. So, if you haven't watched them, I would highly recommend you watch those first. So you know the basics of visualization, and then you can watch this video. So let's go to the technique, actual mental rehearsal technique. So this is a very simple technique. What is the best time to do it? The best time would be in the morning after you do your meditation or some kind of prayer. If you have a prayer ritual, you can do this technique after that, and just before going to bed. So what is special about these times? These are the times and when you are the most relaxed, so you can get the maximum benefit out of your visualization technique. You do this with your eyes closed. Okay, so the step one, what is the step one? You have to imagine that you are sitting in a movie theater. Okay, and on the screen there's a movie playing. This is, in the movie, you're going to see yourself achieving the goal that you want to achieve. So here, when you're seeing yourself achieve, you have to visualize, what would you be wearing, how you would be dressed, how you would talk, what your body language would look like once whatever your goal is, once you have achieved that, or you are in the process of achieving it. What if there are other people around you, what they would be saying, for some goals, you can imagine other people congratulating you and stuff like that, or who would you be sharing your success with and things like that. So and you can actually fill in as much detail. So all the tactile detail, like how would you look, what would you say, what if you would be hearing some sounds around you, maybe it's a traffic sound, maybe it's music playing, birds chirping, whatever it is that comes to mind, that sound you might hear when you are in that location, wherever you are in that movie. So here you are sitting on the seat, on your movie theater seat, and you're watching this whole thing play out on the screen in front of you. Okay, so once you visualize this, the next step is you try to get the feeling inside your body of how it would feel to actually achieve the goal that you're visualizing. So whether you feel really happy, you would feel relaxed, you would be smiling, whatever comes to your mind, feel the feeling of that goal being achieved. So now let's move on to the step 2. In this step, you're going to get up from your seat and you are going to visualize that there is a door on the screen, movie screen. And you're going to open that door and you're going to go into the screen. Okay. And now what are you going to do into the screen? Once you are in that screen, now whatever it is that you were seeing as a movie, as a third party, now you are in that movie, in the sense that you are going to visualize that whole scene through looking through your eyes. Okay, so let me give an example. The first the step one, if you're seeing, let's say you are visualizing you're driving your car. So in the first step, you're going to see yourself sitting in the car and going somewhere and stuff like that. Now in the step two, you are going to be actually seeing yourself behind the wheel and looking at the road through your eyes. So any kind of goal you are visualizing, you are going to be in that and looking through your eyes, not through a third person's eyes like you were doing before. So let's say you are performing somewhere, or you are giving a speech somewhere. Then here in the step two, you're going to see all the audience sitting in front of you through your eyes. Okay. So this is the difference between step 1 and 2. Again, here too, you are going to feel the feelings. You are going to fill all the colors, like sort of fill in all the colors with the different things that you can think of. What would other people say? Maybe somebody's applauding, or somebody's congratulating you. The sounds you would hear, what you would be wearing, how you would be feeling when you achieve that, or whenever you're doing what your goal is. So as much detail as possible you can put in that picture that you are seeing in front of you through your eyes. And here too, you're going to feel the feeling, how it would feel in your body doing the thing that you are doing in that at that moment, as your goal be already achieved, or in the process of achieving it when you are there. So this is how the step 2 goes. Now in the step 3, again you're going to come out of the screen. Okay, sit in your chair again, back in the movie theater, and you're going to take the screen, reduce its size, sort of like if you take a piece and hold it like this, and then it'll become, just visualize that it's going to become a small piece, like a cookie or a cracker or something like that. You're going to hold it in your hand and just literally put it in your mouth. Okay, so it goes to your stomach, and then it goes in. So all that vision of you fulfilling your dream, fulfilling your goal, is now inside you. Through your bloodstream, it's going to go into each and every cell. So it's sort of like a holographic picture that you can see. Every cell is now showing that same picture of you finishing your goal or you achieving your dream. So every cell is, so we all have seen those screens in the TV store, right? Every TV in the store is showing the same thing, same picture. So you can visualize that every single cell in your body is showing the same picture of you achieving your goal. So this is the whole mental rehearsal technique. And you can do it like a couple of times, once in the morning, once at night. Do it at a stretch, so it's easier for your brain to get programmed to into believing that this is possible, and see how fast your dreams become a reality. So here, this you can just use it even for some of your emotional goals, like Bruce Lee, he used to say that he used to actually write down, visualize that he's writing down all his negative thoughts on a piece of paper, and either crumpling it or just burning that paper, and get rid of his negative thoughts like that. So you can even use a visualization technique for even your emotional goals. And for other goals, all the things that you are afraid to do, maybe it's talking to your boss, or maybe it's you're afraid of public speaking. So this is a great technique to actually use as in preparation of, if you have to give a big speech somewhere and you're worried about that, or you're scared of how you would do, you can use this kind of a technique. Or some other physical, if you want to run a marathon or any other activity like that, this technique you can definitely use. Or you want to appear for some exam, you want to appear for some interview, you can use that. If you want to have a conversation with your boss about your raise, or you want to start a business, you want to talk to your customers, you want to talk to your potential clients, so you can use this technique for all of that. Or you can visualize owning your car and driving through your car, visiting some place, and you can visualize you already being there and experiencing the sights and sounds around you. So this technique you can use in a lot of different ways. Let's say, I know a lot of people want to start a family, or they want to, buy a house. So you can visualize yourself in your new home and what you would do, how the housewarming party would be, or who would you call in your home, and how you would celebrate, and things like that. So there are lots of things, this is your own movie, so you can be as creative as you can be. So there are no limits to your in imagination. All you need is imagination. You don't, no, nothing else is needed here. So slowly you will get used to that. You will start feeling the feeling of actually having achieved that goal or dream, and see how fast it will manifest, because now that limiting beliefs are slowly start going away, and you get the inspiration, and visualization always helps you with achieving your dreams faster. So if you like the video, press the like button, share it with someone who could use it, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.